Welcome to the Let's Get Vulnerable podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Morgan, and today's episode is all about body image and your attachment style. This is something that I myself have really worked through. And I know so many of you listening have also struggled with your body image, whether you're going through it currently really deeply, or it's something that maybe you've experienced in the past. But I know this, the world that we live in, whether that's, social media, the modern world, the things that we prioritize in our world, it is impossible to be a human being this day and age and not have body image issues. We are bombarded with messages about what we're supposed to look like, what we're supposed to eat, how we're supposed to work out, what our hair is supposed to look like, that we're never supposed to age, that, being overweight is lazy. There's all of this stigma and shame and all of this messaging that is still so present in our world around body shaming. And the thing that I think I want to talk to you about is how we have to make the conscious effort to change how we relate to our bodies and to change our body image. Because if we just operate in the world as is, we are going to maintain a really unhealthy relationship with our bodies. And then I need you to understand this, and we'll get into this today. Your relationship with your body is also impacting your romantic relationships, and it's impacting them in a huge way. We'll talk about why that is and what you can do about it. But first off, I just want to send you so much love. And I want to acknowledge this isn't just for the women out there. Body image is prevalent in men as well. And there's all these crazy standards for men. I just want to acknowledge this is not just a women's issue. However, I think women have such a huge emphasis on body image, and there's even probably even more and more programming around getting male attention and what it means to be worthy of love that we just receive from such a young age. So this impacts you no matter what gender you are. And I don't know about you, but when it comes to body image, this wasn't just societal messaging for me. This was messaging I got in my family. This was messaging that I got in early relationships. I remember growing up, and if I heard the men in my life talking about a woman, they weren't talking about her career. They weren't mentioning all the amazing things that she was doing or how wonderful of a person she was. Women were always talked about in terms of their physical appearance first. And they were talked about in ways where that it was as if seeing them as an object, right? Of like they weren't being seen as a whole person. So I would hear the men in my life say things like, "Oh my gosh, can you believe what happened to so and so? I can't believe that she let herself go." Or, "Oh my gosh, so and so looks great. They lost 30 pounds and they must have had some plastic surgery. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that girl cut her hair. She looked so much better with her hair long." I could go on and on and on and on, but there was all of this talk of women's value, the way they were perceived and the value that they had was associated with what they looked like, with their physical appearance. And that was ingrained in me. How many of you relate to this? Like that was totally ingrained in me that my value as a woman and my ability for a partner to choose me to be someone's mate, to ever get married, that my physical appearance was directly correlated with my worthiness as a partner. Okay. So I had those beliefs going on. And then simultaneously, I was going through a lot of trauma, relational trauma, things that happened to me, losing my mom at a young age. And I developed hormonal imbalances, insulin resistance, and what I now know is PCOS. And I developed this from a young age. And I was the chubby girl. And I had terrible skin. I cannot tell you how much that really impacted me. I remember looking in the mirror in high school and looking at my face, and like my entire face is just covered in acne, and just feeling so ugly and sad, and I didn't even want to leave my room. It really, really impacted my mental health. And I remember praying to God and saying, if you don't take away my acne by the time I'm 25, because, at that time I was like, oh, 25 is so old. If you don't take it away by the time I'm 25, I don't even know if I want to be on this planet. Like I was so down on myself about my physical appearance. And of course, didn't know I didn't know how to take care of myself. I never learned. I had a mother wound. I never learned how to nurture myself. I didn't understand the concept of eating healthy to care for yourself. It was always restriction and punishment and diet culture that I saw. And I was so frustrated because even when I would eat healthy, I wouldn't lose weight, which I now understand was a lot about hormones and insulin resistance and the types of food I was eating. But I was so frustrated. And the thing is that the way that I saw my body reinforced all of my relational trauma and all of my woundings about not being worthy of love, and I'll always be abandoned and nobody's going to choose me. And my physical appearance was this manifestation of, see, it's true. Like, look at me. I'm not worthy of love. And I have so much compassion for that girl. And those of you listening, I just want to send you so much love. Whatever your journey has been, I know that the crazy thing is like, even the girls who were the cheerleaders in high school and the quote unquote pretty group, they're going through it too. I want you to know this, that like, just being a human on planet Earth and living in this society, like there's no way that you don't go through this, no matter how quote unquote beautiful you are by society standards. There's always this messaging about not being perfect enough or needing to change something, or not being worthy of love. But I just have so much compassion for you if you're in that place. Maybe you don't like your body right now. Maybe you're in one of those phases where you wake up and you look in the mirror and you're just like, ugh, I don't even know what to do. Let me just try to like throw on some makeup or put my hair in, a messy bun, and I don't know, just hope that someday it gets better, right? Hope nobody sees me. Um, that's one of the sad things about having really poor body image. It makes you want to hide. It makes you not want to be seen. It makes you go like, ugh, I'm just not, I'm just kind of going through the motions in my life, but I'm not the main character. And I know for me, that was one of the things, is that I was so badly wanting validation. I was so badly wanting someone to tell me that I was beautiful because I didn't feel that way. And of course, what happened in my relationships was I looked for the validation. I looked for the reassurance from anybody who would give it to me in really unhealthy ways. Even in high school, I was dating people that were not in high school. I was the girl that was like dating the older guy. And I look back on it now and I'm like, oh, wow. Wow. It was so unsafe, honestly. Like, I was in these terrible relationships just from a young age. I tell you guys, like, trust me, I spent a long time on the dating roller coaster, even from middle school. And I remember, I'm just having this flashback as I'm talking about this, my middle school boyfriend. Um, when we broke up, it was like, which was so silly, but it was dramatic time, y'all, like 8th grade, okay? We broke up, and I just remember it was like he knew all of my insecurities, and he knew that I was really self-conscious, and I just remember him, like, being like, "You're like 4 eyes, pizza face, and you're so ugly, and nobody's ever gonna want you." And it was like he knew exactly what to say to hurt me, and it was all of this crap that I was believing about myself. So, maybe you relate to this. Maybe, like I said, maybe you're there, maybe you've been there in the past, but I want you to know this: we can change how we relate to our bodies. And it's actually not about changing your body. It is so the goal should never be like, "Oh, once I get skinny, once I have clear skin, then I will love myself." Because trust me, I tried that for a really long time. It's not that. It's, "Hey, let me learn how to love myself. Let me learn how to have a shift at an identity level so that I become the type of person that takes care of their body." Right? So this is the stuff that like no one told me. Once again, I really want to give you like the no BS version of this body image, the body image talk, because I see so much stuff online that's like, "Oh, great." But like here's the deal. You deserve to feel hot. You deserve to feel sexy. You deserve to be hot girl secure. Okay? And if you're a guy, you deserve to be hot guy secure. All right? And for the women out there, like, you deserve to be able to get the Botox, go tanning, do your hair, put the makeup on. Like, I am one of those people, I'm like, "Hey, do it." And here's the caveat. Do it from a place of secure love for yourself. Do it from the foundation of, "I love myself. I am worthy of caring for my body. I am worthy of feeling hot. I'm worthy of feeling beautiful. I deserve to feel securely attached. I deserve to feel hot and sexy," right? And do it from that place, not the, I want to talk about hot girl desperate. We're going to talk about hot girl secure versus hot girl desperate, okay? Hot girl desperate is this. She says, "Okay, I'm going to do all these things because then I'm going to be worthy. I'm going to do all these things because then I'm going to get the likes on my post. I'm going to show up this way because maybe then somebody will see me and then I'll be good enough. And I'm showing people that I'm good enough and that I'm worthy." Hot Girl Desperate is trying to outsource her self-worth, and she's trying really, really, really hard to look perfect because she wants to prove to people that she's worthy of love and she's worthy of being chosen. And a lot of the Hot Girl Desperate people as well, they're very wounded, they're very hurt, and they're simultaneously trying to be so, so beautiful that they think that it's a way to get back at all the people who have hurt them. They look at becoming physically more beautiful as a form of revenge. Ask me how I know this. Okay. You guys, I have been hot girl secure and I have been hot girl desperate. I have done it both ways. I know what it is like to come at your body from both of these angles. And trust me, I cannot even begin to tell you the peace that comes from when you show up hot girl secure. When you have that foundation of, wow, I am caring for my body because I love myself. I am curious about, ooh, how do I want to do my hair? What kind of makeup do I want to put on? Do I want to, do tanner, whatever, all of these things that we do. And guys, I know y'all do your own things too, okay? But all these things we do, and I'm curious from this place of, this is fun. I love myself. It's fun for me to express myself. It's fun for me to be creative. I deserve to feel so good in my skin. I deserve to take care of myself, right? That is a very different place than, okay, if I look a certain way, then I'm going to be worthy. Then people will notice. Then my life will change. I'll be happy when I'm a size 2. That is a very different foundation. So let's talk about this. I mean, and I'm being, like I said, this is no BS, no fluff. I wish somebody would have told me this. I think sometimes if we're really struggling in our body and we're at this like low point, and you guys, I've been there. Like, to be totally transparent with you, you know, in high school, I was like around 200 pounds. I remember looking at the scale and being like, whoa, like I am like at that place. And I remember that was like this wake up call, and that then led to a lot of disordered eating, you know. Um, but like when I just feel like sometimes you get in this place where you look in the mirror and you're like, ah, I hate what I'm seeing. And it can be so incredibly challenging to be there. I just want to acknowledge if that's where you are. Like, girl, cry it out. And I want you to know this, that the only way that we actually can change our body is if we start with identity work around loving ourselves and knowing we are enough and accepting ourselves as we are, and getting to this place where you know you're worthy of caring for your body. You're worthy of prioritizing your body. Okay? And there's so much junk and BS that gets in the way of us doing that. Some of us have beliefs around male attention isn't safe, or intimacy isn't safe, or I'm not worthy of love. And then it actually can feel almost emotionally scary for us to put effort into how we look and for us to care for our bodies. Some of us have been so hurt by what other people have said about our bodies that we just want to disconnect from our body, that we don't even want to think about it, that we don't even want it to be something that enters our mind ever. And we just start ignoring ourselves. But when you get to this place of, okay, I'm worthy of caring for my body, I'm worthy of looking good, and you taking your power back and defining what good is to you, you finding your personal style, you finding like, hey, this is what I like to do for my skincare routine, this is what I like to do for my workout routine, for eating, this is when I eat this way my body feels good, I'm doing this because I want to feel good, because I deserve to feel good, right? That is a whole different foundation than, oh my gosh, I have to do this because I need to look a certain way in order to be good enough to be chosen. So I just want to, I feel like this might be a little controversial. Like like shoot me a DM. I want to hear your honest reactions to this, but this is what I wish someone had told me, because all of those times when and I was a personal trainer, by the way, at one point. I had my NASM cert. I let it go, and I look back to these times in my life, and I know that the reason I struggled to stay consistent in my workout routine, and the reason I struggled to eat healthy consistently, is I never made this identity shift deeply enough. I was not securely attached, right? I was disorganized attachment. I did not have a healthy relationship with my body. And I didn't ever get to the point where the things I was doing to take care of myself came from a place of love, not from a place of fear. When you are relating to your body and you're relating to your physical appearance from a place of fear, from a place of comparison, from a place of devaluing yourself and not believing you're good enough, then nothing you do will be consistent. It's amazing, the women inside of the Empowered Secure Love program. one of the common themes is they'll talk about, wow, I'm taking care of myself now in ways I haven't before. I'm able to consistently go to the gym. I'm able to consistently fuel my body with the foods that feel good for my body because I've changed at an identity level and because it's that core motivation coming from I love myself, I want to care for myself, not oof, I want to be good enough, right? So now that we've talked about this, and once again, let me know, send me a DM on IG at Dr. Morgan Coaching. Let me know if this is helpful. I haven't talked about body image in this way, and I really want to hear from you and know if this is helpful. But I want to go back to hot girl secure versus hot girl desperate. All right. I told you I've been both. When hot girl desperate is posting stuff online, she's posting it because she wants to get the likes. She wants the validation. The validation is like a drug. It's giving her the dopamine. It's giving her the signal that, ooh, I'm good enough, right? People want me. I'm desirable. I am showing up perfect enough to be desired. And whew, maybe I'm good enough. It's a temporary relief from that belief of I'm not worthy of love. So it's like a drug, right? So they're posting, the thirst trap for likes. It's all about the validation. Hot Girl Secure, let's say she's posting something and it's about for her being able to say, hey, I'm proud of who I am. I feel beautiful. I am sharing this part of myself because I want to, whatever post this is. And it's not about getting the likes. It's expression. Okay? So I feel like social media is this little microcosm of what this looks like. And the interesting thing, I wonder if you all relate to this. I feel like Hot Girl Desperate is almost more felt. You can feel the energy of it, right? And same with Hot Girl Secure. It's like, oh, why do some people just make us feel so safe and their energy is so good? And we see them post something and we're like, oh my God, that girl looks amazing. Like, wow, like, and they could be any body type, any size whatsoever. And there's just like something about their energy. I'm telling you, it's because it's Hot Girl Secure. They're not needing the validation, they're not needing the likes. And it makes it feel very attractive, right? So, how does this impact your dating life? Let's talk about it. When hot girl desperate is dating, and here's what I want to say. I need to back up. I'm not saying hot girl desperate in a judgmental way. I've been there. It's hot girl is desperate for healing. She's desperate for wanting to be chosen. She's desperate for someone to tell her that she's good enough, that she's beautiful, that she's so worthy of love. She's always been worthy of love. Hot girl desperate is so many of us. And like I said, I've been there. And it's that version of you that is equating your physical appearance with your worthiness, right? So when this version of you is dating, what happens? Well, she is likely to also attract people who are like her. So let's say in a heteronormative relationship, hot girl desperate is attracting hot boy desperate. Both of these people want so much validation and they want reassurance and they want attention, and maybe unconsciously they don't believe they're good enough. This creates so much tension and so much drama in the dating life. This can lead to obviously affairs, right? If I have that need for validation, it's like a drug. I'll get it from wherever I can. This is that person that, has the all those relationships in the DMs, right? Because they're just like, oh, I'll get it from anybody. Um, and the crazy thing is that when we're dating this way and we're equating our worth with our physical appearance, we're also likely attracting people who believe that your worthiness is determined by your physical appearance. we're going to be much more likely to attract those people who are looking at those surface level, society standard, whatever. And they're going to be those people that, yeah, they do think that your physical appearance really determines your worth. Okay. And they believe it about themselves too. They're also believing that, wow, I'm going to be more worthy if I look a certain way. For a guy, maybe it's like, uh, the six pack and the muscles and oh my gosh, I'm only 5'9", like God forbid, like, we're going to be more likely to attract people who are also really struggling with their body image. And then it creates all kinds of issues in our relationships. Um, and then what happens when Hot Girl Desperate gets broken up with? She goes, well, I guess I wasn't beautiful enough. I am going to go full on, I'll try to use, what do the kids say? Muscle mommy. Um, I don't know. I'm going to go full on fit chick in the gym. I'm going to get abs. I'm going to show you that you should have never left me. And I'm going to do it by becoming hot AF. Okay. And then what happens is this continues the cycle. She's still hating her body. She's still attracting people who are attracted to the physical level. And she's just creating more and more of this disordered relationship with her body. So this is really painful, right? And it's not just painful for the woman, it's also painful for the guy in this dynamic. And I think what's really, really important here to acknowledge is that when these dynamics are continuing, it's impacting your ability to be fully seen and your ability to be fully secure in a relationship. If I don't like my body, if I hate my body, I am not feeling safe to be close to someone. I'm certainly not feeling good about being intimate with them. My sex life is going to struggle majorly. And I'm also going to be engaging in those insecure attachment dynamics, right? I'm devaluing myself. Maybe I'm putting you on a pedestal. And then we're having that intermittent reinforcement of the high highs, the low lows. The relationship can feel addictive. So secure attachment, when we start making that shift and we're first becoming securely attached with ourselves, this includes that healthy relationship with your body, the valuing of your body, and you developing that self-trust of, hey, okay, body, I see you. I accept you as you are. I love you. I want to take care of you. I want you to feel good. You deserve to feel good in your body. And then by doing that, by you being secure to yourself, you're going to get to this place where you're much more able to allow for true intimacy into your life. And I think about this, I think about the orgasm gap, how so many women don't experience orgasm. And I tell you, it has a lot to do with body image. It has a lot to do with being so disconnected from our bodies and seeing our bodies as an object and not wanting to be difficult and wanting to be chosen and not being tuned into our needs and not having this healthy relationship with our bodies, right? So by becoming secure, by getting to that place where you know, hey, I'm worthy of showing up for me, I'm worthy of tuning into what my body needs, then you are much more likely to attract that emotionally available partner who also wants to get to know your body and who doesn't see your physical appearance as the most important part of you. It's so healing to be with someone who sees you as a full person. It's so healing to be with somebody who says, babe, you're so beautiful to me. Like I think about my partner and I and like how in past relationships, I literally would wear makeup to bed. Like there was no way I would ever let anybody see me without makeup. Okay. And then, of course, getting this place where I had to like really deeply heal myself and work on my belief systems and become secure. And then there was still those little moments of in my relationship of like, oh, what's he going to think if my face is really red, or he sees how large my pores are? Like, what's he going to think? But then having those corrective experiences with a partner who truly is emotionally available, who truly is securely attached, and who loves my heart first. When you're coming home to secure attachment, you're no longer connecting your worthiness to your physical appearance. You are able to come home to this idea of, hey, I have so much love to give. I am a beautiful human. And when you do that, I think people feel it. It's an energy. It is felt. And you're attracting people that also prioritize that, people that care about your heart, people that care about, well, who is this? Who is this person really? You know? And I think that there's actually so much beauty in remembering this, that beautiful people on the inside also are beautiful people on the outside. And that I think when we prioritize that healing, when we prioritize coming back to a securely attached place, I see this so much. Okay. I'm going to tell you my experience. I'm going to tell you my client's experience. I mean, I see this all the time. When you prioritize that inner healing, the physical just naturally happens. I mean, if you look at my photos, even like, y'all, I need to do like a glow up series or something, but it's something energetically. I think I look better as time goes on, and it's not because of what's happening to my body. It's about the way I continue to heal my belief system, the way I continue to heal my heart, the way I continue to heal my trauma. And then the external beauty just follows. It just naturally happens. Okay. And I really truly believe that once again, if you are hating your body and you're doing all these things because you want to be good enough, and you have this insecure attachment style, and you're spending thousands and thousands of dollars on Botox and surgery and all the things, you're doing all this stuff, but if you don't deal with your inner world, you will still always feel ugly no matter what you do. It'll never be enough. It'll never be enough. And to be at the place where you are at peace with your body and you do the things that make you feel good, and you're intentional about the things that you do, but you're never doing it out of this place of like, oh, I have to be good enough. I have to look a certain way. It is so much more peaceful and enjoyable. And I just think about like the space that my negative body image, the space that it used to take up in my brain and my day to day, and the level of time and energy that I would put into it. It makes me so sad. You have so many amazing things about you. Please do not spend your life trying to be skinnier, trying to look a certain way, trying to be quote unquote perfect, right? Like, you deserve to get to this place where you're healing your heart, you're doing the inner work. And trust me, your outer beauty follows that inner work of knowing in your bones you are enough, you are good enough, you're so worthy of love, so, so worthy of love. And the people who are attracted to you when you make that shift, it's the quality person. It's the person that sees your soul. It's the person that sees your heart. And of course, they see your outer beauty as well, but they prioritize who you are as a person. Okay. Let me know what you think about this episode. Like I said, I haven't really talked about body image in this way. And for me, I just want to say this for all my spiritual girls out there and guys, I guess. There's something really spiritual too about knowing that, you're made in God's image. Like God made you on purpose. God doesn't make mistakes. You are beautiful. You are beautiful. And I think there's just something really powerful about that realization of when you connect with your spirituality and your surrender and just knowing that you're perfectly made. You're perfectly made. No matter what lies you've been told or whatever, it's like you are unique in who you are. Honor the things that make you who you are. I mean, funny story about this, you guys, like growing up, you guys know I have like legit eyebrows. Like, thank you, Dad. Growing up, I remember hating my eyebrows. I hated them. I know I shaved them off at one point. I have so much trauma from that. I can't tell you exactly when it was. I think I blacked it out. But I shaved them off. I was penciling them on. I wanted them to be super thin. I wanted them to be blonde. I wanted to be blonde so bad. And now that I'm at this place where, I've healed this relationship with my body, I have appreciation for my body. I just go, I like my eyebrows. I think they're great. It's like I like them. I like myself. I like my uniqueness. I like who I am. And wow, I mean, it is a lot of inner work to be able to get to that place. But I'm telling you, by doing that, you dramatically change your life. You change your career, you change your friendships, you change your romantic relationships, and you also get to change the future generations. You get to be a good example for, I think about my niece Audrey. Like I got to be a good example for her, y'all. I will not let her hate her body and waste decades of her life hating her body the way that I did. Absolutely not. Not on my watch, right? Like, this is such a powerful thing for you to do. And I want to tell you this, like, if you're like, okay, Dr. Morgan, I need to do this, I hear you, then come join us inside of the Empowered, Secure, Loved program. By doing this inner work on yourself, by becoming securely attached, we will address your body image. It will come up. And to be in a community of other women where you are being seen and heard and supported, I just got to shout out like the women inside the program. I love you. I love you ladies so much. And like the beautiful community that we have and it being a safe space and it being vulnerable and the emotional repair that has happened, like the wounds, the sisterhood wounds that are repaired through this program by being in that group of people who get it, who see you, who accept you. It is so healing for me because of all the times I was rejected, all the times I was left out, all the times I just wanted to be invited to the sleepover and I wasn't because I wasn't pretty enough or I wasn't cool enough. Like this circle of women is just so healing. I love you all. I love the space we've created. I am convinced that my little corner of the internet here that we are the most loving, compassionate, like cheer for you type of people and people who get it. People who know that your relational trauma does not have to define you and that you can decide differently and you can dramatically change your life and you can dramatically change the way you relate to yourself and become someone who's filled with self-love and filled with that capacity to love other people well. I'm so grateful for the people that I attract. So anyways, if you are sitting on the sidelines, this message is for you. Do the work. The work is worth doing and you should not do it alone. You should not do it alone. It's impossible to do by yourself. It just is. Okay. I would love to support you. Use the link in the show notes to apply to the program. We have just a couple spots left in July. So if this message resonated with you, this is for you. This is your time. I see you. I get it. You can heal. You can absolutely heal. You are already so beautiful, but I want you to be to that place where you heal enough internally that you actually feel it. and you see it and you're at peace with your body, you so deserve that. Please don't live the rest of your life hating your body. It's such a waste of energy. Okay. I love you all. I hope you like this episode. Send me a DM once again. Let me know your thoughts. And of course, as always, I'm wishing you high self worth and great relationships. I'll talk to you soon.